My name is Michael McCarthy, and I'm running for Congress 10th District. I'm running because democracy is in trouble. It's under assault. The amount of money that buys candidacies and elected office is extremely troubling. It's an uphill slog. The 10th District that we're running in, Kim and I, and also Frank Accavetti, and a man named Jerome, who's independent. The other person running, who already is an incumbent, is Paul Mitchell, and he has millions, millions that he has built up through privatizing education. And although my kids went to Catholic private school, I went to 13 years of private Catholic school, to put the private school ahead of the public school is a crime against all the people of this country. We need an educated group of voters. We need educated workers. We need educated professionals. I have been a physician assistant for 33 years. I worked in primary care and occupational medicine. I worked in Kentucky in a coal mining area where the coal miners owned their own mine, 12 members of a family. And because of all the difficulties that you have with the competitive coal mine situation down there, I attended funerals where 4 people were laid out on tables in a family of one of our medical technologists in our little clinic. It was her family. So I've seen the pressures that economy puts on people. I've seen it here as well because I learned Spanish, which helped me a lot in my physician assistant work, even to going to California and working in the agricultural workers health centers for 2 or 3 years with my family of 4 children and my wife Andrea, who's a nurse. We did those kind of things and had those kind of opportunities because I had learned Spanish, and I had learned Spanish by working in these fields, hoeing sugar beets, picking pickles, between my college years at MSU, which was a great education. And it was a very activist time back then. I graduated in '69. The draft was on. There was the problem of Vietnam. And my response was to get out and get involved in something a little bit outside of my normal environment. And that, I think, is why I'm running, because I think that we're going to need to approach this from young people on up. And when I was going to college, there were people that were giving me that kind of example. There were the Kennedys, who were visiting those mining towns in eastern Kentucky, and were going out and working with Cesar Chavez, who I did meet working with the great boycott and the unions here. There were people who were willing to step across the conventional boundaries and walls. And that's where I think the strength is going to come for our generation to pass on the torch of that kind of activism. I would love to see a universal service. I would work for that. Everybody goes, rich or poor, and you go and you spend a year or 2, AmeriCorps and Peace Corps, given as much support and training as Marine Corps. You spend that money because we are the richest country in the world, and all they see is our young people over there in Kevlar and with military hardware on, and we can never win with those bombs and bullets alone. We have to meet the people in their cultures and make the connections and make the business deals and make the knowledge of each other. So that's why I'm running. It's a difficult type of program to put together. It does cost money. The money can come from things like, even under Obama, the power of this industry is so long and strong, warned by President Eisenhower, who led troops. Beware of the military-industrial complex. The amount of money being made by that industry is horrible, and it takes away from all these other people needs that we're talking about, from infrastructure, from education, from mental health, from the health system in general. So, if you want to learn more, and I would invite you to try to help in any way you can email me at McCarthy or mccpax@gmail.com. There's a McCarthy for Congress website as well, and I have some campaign literature with my phone number. Please call. Thank you. My name is Michael McCarthy, running for 10th District Congress.